Yes, Simon. Nice to meet you. I'm okay, man. Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
And thanks for creating this little time out of your busy schedule for this small discussion.
Anytime.
Yes. First of all, congratulations on your appointment as a director.
The NIC Holdings
Board.
Thank you.
What does this really mean for you? Because, I mean, you are managing Cornerstone and now NIC.
Yeah.
How is it going to play out?
Well, the NIC opportunity is really a fantastic opportunity. It's actually my first time being appointed on a major board. I used to be on the board of the stock exchange, representing stockbrokers, but now this is a major listed entity board. So it's first of all an opportunity, and I look at it with great honor and responsibility, but it's also looking at what we can be able to do together. The business NIC has been a fantastic company with a strong history. When we look at the legacy that the business carries, just having the opportunity to bring the company or being part of the history of getting back the company to where it used to be, for me it's a fantastic opportunity. And as a director on the board, I will take it on with a good responsibility.
Wow. There's been anticipation in the market. I mean, of course, what NIC has to offer. And now with your appointment, and given that you've seen the growth of Cornerstone, pushed the brand, what should the market expect with this appointment? What are you going to do as part of that leadership?
Okay, so we've really had a strong platform at Cornerstone, how we've started, how we've been able to interact with the market, how investors have interacted with some of our solutions. And we think that we can unlock some synergies, similar synergies with NIC. NIC already has exciting products, exciting solutions. So we want to see how can we unlock some of those synergies. But also, I think the world is changing, and it's changing at a very fast pace. So we need to think of the needs of the future and how we can apply them here. Uganda turns out to be in a state of high growth where we're having a solid vision, that 10 times by 2040 growth. So when we look at that, we look at it with vigor, we look at it with optimism, and we look at it as NIC. We can be part of that story. We really want to be part of that story. We want to see how, as through the collaboration with Cornerstone, we can unlock some of those futuristic ambitions that the business has.
Wow. Looking at NIC is more really of a Ugandan affiliated insurance company. And many people ask themselves, why isn't it at the top? And now that it's, tending to more of Ugandan leadership and ownership, what is your take to that?
I think we can speak the Ugandan story better than anyone. And also there's been a gradual increase in the talent pool in Uganda. Previously, most of the insurance services you'd find, like the technical roles or even the senior roles, led by non-Ugandans. But we've seen that over time there's been a great improvement. And now I think when you look at the top, maybe 5, top 7 in the industry, most of them are not from Uganda. So we want to be able to see how we can play in that narrative, but also how to look at those areas that different people don't, or different international insurance companies don't necessarily look at. That flexibility, the agility, and the quick to market approach. We hope that we should be able to unlock some of that.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And maybe my last question to you, Simon, is I know your focus and the way you've transitioned, of course, the Cornerstone story. We've seen so many insurance companies come from different countries, and spread their wings all over the East African region or even beyond. Isn't it that time when we should see a purely Ugandan insurance company also spreading wings to maybe Kenya, Tanzania, these are the East African countries? Why not us?
Yeah, certainly. If you recall the prospectus of the NIC during their IPO, one of the ambitions the business had then was to be a Pan-African business. And I think once we've harmonize, the internal dynamics or crystallize the internal opportunity, we should be able to look at it because we've seen some financial brands like Centenary, how they expanded into Malawi and other non-financial brands expanding across the continent. There's nothing that limits us, honestly.
Yeah.
So what we just have to do is first get things internally working, unlock some of those synergies, get as much support as we can on board from all the different stakeholders, including our regulators. And then once we've understood the Ugandan story better, we should be able. But that is an opportunity that is on the table. And even, I think, at a later date, we'll be able to revert that once we've refined our strategy.
Nice, nice. If I may now, focus on the shareholders. When you're investing, there's this anticipation of, getting a return and what. So definitely, NIC shareholders are wondering, okay, with these new appointments, definitely they should get excited that maybe in the near future, they are going to get a return or something. In your own, perspective and view, do you think that this is a dream that the shareholders should look forward to, getting a return, a dividend or something like that?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we can't guarantee anything at this point in time. And by virtue of the fact that we are investors, we don't guarantee the future. But we have very good ambition. And I believe that the team at NIC is very solid, right from the governance, from the board to the leadership. And we also believe that the company should be able to come up with a solid strategy that will put it in a solid position in the market. And if we achieve those, definitely a dividend is in the waiting. And we think we should. Some of the guys we have, like, for example, on the board, like other director, Professor Sejaka, has had strong experience in turning around businesses. And also, we believe if we have a good leadership, like with the ones we have now, dividends are soon. Will it be this year? I don't know. But will it be next year? That's something that we are really willing to put ourselves on the line for, to push for it.
So the shareholders can comfortably go to bed knowing that there's this new, leadership structure that is working out a way of them at least earning something.
Definitely. The shareholder should be sure of that. But also we appeal to the shareholder. Don't just be a shareholder. Come and buy policies.
Yes.
We have the best policies. I think we have about 3,000 shareholders who have invested in NIC, over 3,000. And those should be potential policy holders with NIC. And so we look forward to meeting you at the AGM very soon and also interacting and seeing how we can get more of you to buy more of our policies.
Yes. Thank you so much,
Thank you, Brian.
Simon. It's been a pleasure once again.